This is a continuation of the solving quadratics review. We're in the section of the square roots. It says simplify the square roots using your favorite method. Be sure you know how to simplify radicals using the perfect square method as well as the factor tree. Well, pick your method. Because depending on who's watching this, different Algebra 2 teachers teach it a different way. I am going to use the factor tree method, which says here that we take 24 and we look for the factors of 24, which are 4 times 6. You could use 12 times 2. It doesn't make any difference here because we're going to keep looking at the factors of 4 and 6. And what we end up with is we end up with 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And then when we use the factor tree method, what we're looking for is that we need 2 of the same value to take out 1. Well, 2 of the same value to take out 1. And I've seen some people cross that off once they take it out. And now, when we finish this, 2 times 3 is 6. Same idea on problem number 7. But the difference on problem number 7 is that we're taking the square root of a negative number. So when we start this, it's the square root of negative 1 times the square root of 242. And remember that the square root of negative 1 is I. It's I times 242. Now when we break down 242, and we're going to do it just like we did square root of 24, and I just did 2 times 121. And then we break down 121, and we get 11 times 11. And carry down the 2. And what we're looking for, once again, 2 of the same value to take out 1. And we end up with the 11. And again, I've seen some people, once they take it out, they cross it out, which I think is a good technique. Remember, we already have an I on the outside of our parentheses. We started with that. And then we've got the square root of 2. Number 8. Negative 3 times the square root of negative 56. Sometimes I say radical negative 56. But once again, when we start, just like the earlier problem here, we need to start with the fact the square root of negative 1 is I. So we need to take out that negative 1 first. So this is really I times the square root of 56. And in fact, if we get really technical here, and we're going to have to, it's negative 3I times the square root of 56. Now we break down 56. 7 times 8. There's other choices. 8 is 4 times 2, which is 2 times 2. And let's line them all up. Carry down the 7. Carry down the 2. And what we're looking for here is we're looking for 2 of the same value. Take out 1. So we've got the 2's here that we're going to pull out. And again, some people, once they pull it out, they cross that out. We're left with a single 7 and a single 2. 7 times 2 is 14. And don't forget that we already had a negative 3I outside the parentheses. So when we finish this problem, we need to multiply these two together. We get negative 6I times the square root of 14. Problem number 9. When we're taking the square root of a fraction, break apart this square root. Square root of 8 over 36 means the square root of 8 divided by the square root of 36. And what we need to do is we need to take the square root of 8. And we need to take the square root of 36. And the nice part is, most of us know that the square root of 36 is 6. If you don't, you could say here, and I know I didn't break it all the way down, but this is 2 of the same. To take out 1, we took it out. We're not going to have a radical left there. But 8 is 4 times 2. which is 2 times 2 times 2. And what we need is 2 of the same value. Take out 1. So we end up with 2. Again, when we take it out, we can cross that out. 2 square root of 2. Let's put that back in our fraction here. 2 square root of 2. Now I didn't leave myself enough space, so I'm going to scoot this over here. That probably is going to take me longer than I want, but it could have been worse. The last part on this particular problem is we can do one more thing, and that is we can simplify this. 2/6 is the same thing as 1/3, and we still have our square root of 2. In terms of the calculator here, you can do alpha y equals, there's your fraction button, enter, 2/6, there, that gives you the 1/3. You do not have to write the 1. Number 10, just some more practice with the square roots. It seems like we need the practice with the square roots. So if we break down 150, there's lots of options. I'm going to use 10 times 15. And 10 is 2 times 5. And 15 is 5 times 3. Once again, what we're looking for. We're looking for 2 of the same value. So take out 1. So we've got 2 5s. We're going to take out 1. Cross it out, if you like. And we're left with a single 2 and a single 3. 2 times 3 is 6. One more fraction problem here. Square root of -4/9. And once again, when we simplify a square root with a fraction in it, we're going to simplify the square root of -4. We're going to simplify the square root of 9. And you can think of it like this. The square root of -4. We need to do this. Square root of 9. Maybe we need to do this. But the one thing that we do need to do with the square root of -4 is this is the square root of -1 times the square root of 4. So the square root of -1 is I. Square root of 4 is 2. Over here, the square root of 9, if you don't know it, there's 2 of the same to take out 1. Square root of 9 is 3. And now we can fill this back in. Don't write I times 2. Write 2I. Then again, the square root of 9 is 3.